What is going on, guys? It's Kobe here, and today we're going to be doing a home user scenario where the home user wants to configure DHCP addresses on their wireless router. Okay, so the first thing I would start with is my router, right? And in this scenario, I'm going to use this one right here in Packet Tracer. So I'm gonna name this DHCP home router. Okay, now let's add our PCs. Let's say the user wants to add 3 PCs. So for these end devices, I'm going to add one here. I'm going to add one here. I'm going to add one here. Okay, and you got PC0, PC1, PC2, and I'm going to connect these with straight through copper cables through Ethernet. Let's see here. Okay, got that there. And then the last one here. Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't have all green arrows yet because we need to set the configuration and also make sure the address of the router is correct. So they are not green yet. As you can see, they are turning green um, as we're waiting here. So if you click on the router and you click on the GUI, you can see here automatic configuration DHCP, and this is the router IP. So we can change this, and you can actually change this in the configuration right here too, in the LAN. So you can either change it through here or LAN. So let's change it through here. Let's change this to 5, and we'll keep this one. Obviously, you have your subnet mask here, 255, 255, 255, 0. Um, DHCP enabled, and we have your start IP address right here. And then also we have our maximum number of users as well. So we can click on PC0, and we can click on desktop IP configuration, and as you can see, it says static, right? So now that we know the address of the router, which is 192.168.5.1, we can go ahead and configure an automatic DHCP for this PC. And as you can see, what it gives us here is 192.168.0.100, which doesn't really fall in the range of the router. So if we go back, let's see here. Oh, so my bad, my apologies. We didn't click save settings. So let's change this to 5.1. We could even change this to 8 or whatever, and we keep everything the same. Let's change our start address to 128, and let's change our maximum number to 75, and save settings. So now when you go up here, you see 192.168.8.1 as the address of the router, and we have the start address. Now let's go back to PC0 and see what it's looking like. So it still has this previous IPv4 address, and that's not the gateway address anymore. So we need to click static and then back to DHCP requesting address, and now you can see it is the starting address with the same subnet mask, default gateway, and so on. So if you go to desktop and we go to command prompt, we can go to IP config, and here it'll show you the connection, our address. Here we have the IPv4 192.168.8.128 because it is the first of that range. Okay, it belongs to this submask, and here's the default gateway. So we need the other two PCs to have the same subnet mask, but they will just follow in this range. So we will do that for PC1 as well. Go to IP configuration, click DHCP, and there you see it's 192.168.8.129 because it's the next of that range. Obviously the same subnet mask and so on. So we will repeat this for PC2 since there's 3 PCs. Okay, requesting IP address. And now we have 131. Okay, so we can go to command prompt, IP config. Sorry, there's a space there. And there you see the IPv4 address and all of its data. So if we want to ping the other two PCs, we're going to go to PC2 here. Let's check on the config on this one as well. Now this one says 131, but we're going to ping the IPv4 address of PC0, which is 128. And there you see the reply with the packets, 4 sent, 4 received, 0% lost, and it pings. And if we want to ping PC1, we will do the address of that one. Okay, so as you can see, the same data, it pings, and they are configured. So I know this is kind of like a basic level um, home networking scenario, but that is how you configure DHCP, which is the data dynamic host configuration protocol.